ABC 10 News First Alert Weather, the most accurate forecast 10 years in a row. It's warmer now than it was when we started game one of this day-night doubleheader. 64 degrees, humidity at 48%, slight breeze out of the northwest at 10 miles per hour, and the sun has popped up, blue skies all around, and the Phillies looking for a series sweep. This is the game essentially that was rained out last night here at Citizens Bank Park, as Tim Mayza takes the field for the Phils.
Tim Mayza, obviously not a typical starter, but he's going to be the opener this afternoon. And hey, hopefully he can get him 1 or 2 innings in and hold him down so that the Phillies can start swinging the bats again.
Yeah, I think it is up in the air about how many innings he will go, whether it's 1 or 2. It's not going to be any more than that. But the Phillies didn't overwhelm the bullpen in the first game. Here are the season numbers for Tim. 3.94 ERA. He has 20 wins in his big league career. 16 strikeouts in 16 innings.
And he's dominated left-handers. I mean, his numbers against lefties, as far as the splits are concerned, are pretty amazing so far this year.
Yeah, 397th career game, his first career start. Yeah, you said lefty-righty splits. 103 batting average against left-handed batters and 233 against right-handed batters. Carshield gives us a look at the Phillies defense. Alec Bohm gets the start at third base, and Kyle Schwarber gets the nod out in left field for the Phils. Garrett Stubbs does the catching in game 2 of this day-night doubleheader. Giants lineup is brought to you by Xfinity. One internet price, 5 years guaranteed. There's Kyle out there.
Yeah, he's not going to make too many starts out there in left, but nice to see him out there roaming again.
Well, here's that lineup we spoke about. Ramos, Chapman, Arise, 1, 2, and 3. Then Schmidt, Devers. Nothing really changes there. In fact, the only changes are Haas is catching, and Gilbert, who came in late in game 1, makes the start out in center field. Phillies have changed up their uniforms for game 2 of this day-night doubleheader. Oh, I forgot about Felix Reyes. He's playing first base today.
Yeah, that's right.
Bryce Harper's DHing for game 2. I mean, it's not wholesale changes, but it's a little bit more.
Yeah, but they got to get everybody in there and make sure that these guys try to stay as sharp as they possibly can. The only way to do that is give them, 3, 4, 5 plate appearances every once in a while.
First pitch of today's second game of the day-night doubleheader is brought to you by Audi. And Tim Mayza is ready to go. So is Elliot Ramos. And here we go. We're underway, and the first pitch is in there for a strike, according to David Rackley, the home plate umpire. And it's 0-1.
See if we can keep this guy off the base paths. He was on base 4 times in the first game.
He had 3 hits in game 1. He has 4 hits in this series. He's been red hot. Last 20 games, 329 with 9 extra base hits. One and 2. Now Mayza, we said, will probably go 1, possibly 2. So he's not going to be able to duplicate what the starters have done in the first 2 games of this series. Luzardo and Sanchez for Don Mattingly have gone 13 2/3 and an ERA of 1.32.
And that's a great formula to win baseball games. I mean, when you get those kind of starts, I mean, that's the thing that has been a little bit disappointing. A lot of bit disappointing is that starting rotation. Their numbers at the bottom of the, of the rankings. And if they get straightened out, they got a chance to win a lot of ball games.
3 and 2. Ramos overall is hitting .286. Swing and a miss. That'll go down. First strikeout of the game.
Old country hardball. I mean, he just went right after him with a high fastball, and Ramos takes a hack at it. It's fans, but probably out of the zone for ball 4, but we'll take it.
So 1 away from Matt Chapman. Chapman 2 for 8 in the series. He had a couple of hits. A double in game 1 of this day-nighter. His average at .281. 1 ball and 1 strike. He's going to challenge that one. It's an early challenge for Stubbs.
It did look like a strike to me, at least
Pitcher's
by the naked eye.
The catcher is challenging.
All right, here we go. ABS is brought to you by T-Mobile. Look at Stubbs' reaction.
Call is confirmed.
Can't
Philadelphia has 1 challenge remaining. The count is 2-1.
Yeah, 6/10 of an inch off the plate.
And it's not like he doesn't know about the ABS system. I mean, he's been working it.
It's 2-1, 3-1. I don't know. I still think it's early. I mean, it's a feel. Ball 4. Game. Somebody's microphone's open down there.
That's a little
Game
too wide
1,
open.
the Phillies had Banks, Kerkering, and Shugart out of the bullpen, so they didn't overwhelm it. Fly ball center field, not deep. Crawford comes in and makes the catch. Phillies also added Trevor Richards to the roster for Game 2. Kyle Backus has been put on the injured list, so he can give them a little length as well.
Yeah, he can stretch it out. He might be the guy that picks up some of the bulk innings here today. I'm not sure whether over the last couple of days he's been throwing a lot there in Lehigh Valley, but if he has not, then he likely could be a bulk guy here this afternoon.
Casey Schmidt, the batter. Schmidt has hit in 4 of 5. He had 2 hits in Game 1 of the day-nighter. 1 ball and no strikes. Hit sharply, but right at Trey Turner. A little backhand and a toss to second in time. 6-4 on the putout. 14-pitch first inning. We'll head to the bottom of the first. Don Mattingly's lineup for Game 2 brought to you by Xfinity. 1 internet price, 5 years guaranteed. Reyes batting 8th and Stubbs batting 9th. Alec Boehm also in there for Game 2. Facing Adrian Hauser, and Trey Turner swings at the first pitch, hits it toward right center field. It's hit pretty well. Going back is Lee. It is gone. Opposite field, home run for Turner. It's his 4th home run of the year, and the Phillies take a 1-0 lead. He didn't have a very good Game 1, but he's certainly starting Game 2 on the right notes.
Yeah, had a tough game in Game 1. Cut the 3 punch-outs, an 0 for 4 day, but he absolutely smothers this ball to right field. A little bit like the ball that Chapman hit earlier today with the wind blowing out to right, but this one carried over the wall. Really nice start for the Phillies.
20 leadoff home runs for Trey, and now Kyle Schwarber, the batter. It's also his 8th career home run against the Giants. A little high.
The Hauser comes in with a very high ERA and giving up a ton of hits. 38 hits and 25 2/3 coming in.
Yeah, we mentioned during Game 1 that Christopher Sanchez shockingly was second in hits per game on average. Well, he was second only to Adrian Hauser. Hauser averaging, as Ruben said, all those hits per game. That ball is crushed way back there off the signage in right center field and the second deck. And Turner and Schwarber go back to back. It's 2-0 Phils.
Well, as you know, this guy can start reeling off home runs like they're going out of style. Again, Hauser gets a pitch up and out over the plate on him. And, I mean, as majestic as the one was earlier in this day, this ball was just obliterated. 112 exit velocity with 446 feet. 40 feet more than the other one.
Well, first pitch inside to Harper.
That's the way to start a game.
Second time the Phillies have gone back-to-back. Schwarber's been part of both of them.
Schwarb said not to be outdone.
2-1. Boy, he absolutely crushed that baseball.
Oof.
Harper was trying to make it 3 in a row.
Can't blame the man.
Six home runs allowed by Hauser this year.
As I said, I mean, the left-handers are really doing a lot of damage against them. Here's the replay on Schwarber. Like, look at the balance and his head down on the ball. Ah, that's just picturesque. It's perfect. Yeah, Hauser, as I said before, I mean, just really struggles against left-handers. The numbers against lefties for Hauser, I mean, have just been astonishing. He just doesn't have an out pitch for them.
Yeah, it's usually that sweeper, isn't it? I mean, I would think.
He's trying to utilize his changeup more and more to be able to do that, and I don't know that he's having a ton of success with it. You see the splits coming into the game. 412 is what the left-handers are hitting with a 1.181 OPS. Enormous numbers.
And a strike 3 called. And Harper with that 2-seamer is down on strikes. Trey's done looking. Schwarber and JT are looking at it, though. Hauser's numbers coming into today's game. Have to add a few things to it. Garcia takes low and in. One and one. 2 hits in game 1 for Adolis. He's batting average of .243. Close. By the way, today is now the 7th time in team history the Phils have started the game with back-to-back home runs. What do you think about that? I mean, this is an old franchise. It's the 7th time in team history they start a game with back-to-back home runs. I would have thought it would be broader than that. The last time was in April of 2024.
We've had a lot of good pitching in San Francisco. Or the Giants franchise.
No,
it used to be somewhere else.
I'm talking
about the Phillies?
The Phillies. 7th time in team history the Phillies have started a game with back-to-back home runs. That is it. That one's flipped out towards center field, and Gilbert will run it down. Giants defense brought to you by CarShield. It includes Gilbert in center field, Lee in right. That's the way the game 1 ended. Haas catching game 2. Bryson stopped the batter. One for 4 in game 1, including the game-tying triple. Popped up. Arise says he has it. And he does. Now the inning is over, but the damage done for the Phils. Back-to-back home runs. Turner and Schwarber. Turner the opposite way, and Schwarber, oh, he just crushed it. Phillies lead it 2-0 as we begin the top of the second. Meza will face Rafael Devers to start it off. Got a first pitch in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Devers 0 for 7 with 2 strikeouts in this series. Been a little bit of a struggle for him.
No need to wake him up.
No. 0-2. Swing and a miss. He was tardy. Second strikeout for Meza. And another one does bite the dust.
A fastball, he was looking for the local, got the express, and then just fired it right past him.
Well, he was really late.
Really tardy.
Willie Adames now 0 for his last 27. Takes outside. 0 for 3 with a walk in game 1.
But he was tardy as well.
That one's lined out to left center field. That'll be in for a base hit. So a single for Adames. Now that ends that 0 for 27. Tonight's Citizens stats leader, Citizens, the official bank of the Philadelphia Phillies. Strikeout to walk ratio. Phillies at 2.88. And now here is Jung-Hoo Lee. Hoffman starts to warm up in the bullpen. There he is. Oh, and 2. He's going to challenge that one. I think he's going to lose this challenge.
Pitch was called a strike. The batter's challenging.
Yeah, they're going to lose that challenge.
Just a
Call is
picture
confirmed.
perfect pitch.
San Francisco has 1 challenge remaining. Count 0-2.
Yeah, so each team now with 1 challenge left. Oh, and 2. And a strike 3 call. Oh, he's challenging that one too. I don't know. Maybe he wins this one.
Pitch is called a strike. The batter's challenging.
It's really greedy. No, he got it right.
Oh, he was lucky.
Calls overturned. It's a ball.
Really
Counts 1 and 2.
super lucky.
San Francisco has 1 challenge remaining.
A little bit less than an inch lucky. And the most entertaining part about that was that Adames thought that Tim Meza was coming over. He took a full sprint back to the bag when the ball was crossing the zone.
Bouncer to the right side, and that's going to leak into right field, a base hit. Adames will go to third. And Garcia's throw is not in time. Boy, that was quick. That is a really good arm. So first and third with 1 out.
Now Adames is lucky that he runs well. Now, he was going right out of the chute. Ball hit behind him, and he was going first and third. But look at the quick release. Unbelievably fast release that he has, because he throws the ball almost like a catcher. Pretty darn close.
And we mentioned that Garcia began his amateur career as an infielder. He pitched a little bit too, and then eventually moved out to the outfield. Haas with a swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
That ended up being a pretty fruitful challenge there by Lee.
Big time.
From punch out to base hit first and third with and threatening. Infield playing at double play depth. The Haas not a great runner. They make contact and ground ball to one of the white shirts there in that infield. Hopefully he'll turn it. Oh, great block by Stubbs. I mean, that is as good as it gets on that particular block. This is a This is a pitch that's probably 55 feet. And watch this athleticism here. Just a super job of keeping it in front. Not only that, but soft enough for Lee not to advance.
Little floater out toward right field. Garcia's coming on,
Wow.
makes the catch, and he quickly gets the throw in.
Let me tell you something. If you don't think that is a difference maker out there in right field, you are wrong. That is a base hit probably in 90% of the right fielders in baseball. Maybe not a guy like Fernando Tatis is one of the best I've seen, but this guy got an unbelievable jump on this ball to make this play.
Yeah, and a lot of outfielders, I would think if they were going to make that catch, they'd leave their feet, which would then invite the runner to tag from third.
No doubt.
Two outs, and it brings Drew Gilbert up. Gilbert is still hitless against left-handed pitching. One ball, one strike. Trying to get a second full inning out of Tim Meza, who's only about to throw his 32nd pitch. There it is. It's up high.
Well, this is probably going to be his last hitter. I don't think there's any
so.
question about that. Facing a lefty on lefty, obviously we've talked about the numbers. Hitting about 100 against lefties.
Popped up, shallow center. Turner says he has it. Backpedaling, makes the catch. And Meza gets through the second inning unscathed. Allowed a couple hits, leaves two. Will leave for the bottom of the second. Wirecap is brought to you business, all in connection and protection your small business can rely on. No one does business like Comcast Business. Bet365 gives us the odds for Alec to hit a home run in tonight's ball game. Alec hitting just 157 on the year. Bounces that one over the mound. Adames near the bag. One pitch, one away. And here's game one hero Justin Crawford coming up. Wirecam gives us a look at that walk-off.
And once Adames had to go hard to his right a few steps, it was going to be almost impossible. He made a heck of a play, but speed of Crawford too much.
Yeah, the three-hit day that he had raised his batting average to 267. It was in the 240s, 244 to be exact, when the day began. One and two. Stuff the Fans Trivia Quiz. Brought to you by FanDuel Casino. Get your thrill on. In game one, Justin became the second MLB rookie since 1920 to record 2 walk-off hits in the month of April. Who is the other? Fly ball, left field. Ramos going back out toward the track to the wall. It is off the top of the wall. Watch him run. He's around second, galloping over to third, and he'll glide in with a triple.
Kyle Schwarber likes that a little bit. And this is a guy that does not hit the ball in the air all that often, but he is strong enough to drive the ball out of the ballpark. Now, this ball doesn't go out. It's not his first home run, but opposite field pop right there off the top of the wall, and Schwarbs is digging it. That's good right there. It's nice to watch him open it up, isn't it?
It sure is. Now the infield is in for the Giants. And Reyes takes strike one. Reyes was 2 for 15 on the road trip for the Phillies. Overall, 3 for 18 with a home run, and that home run came in his first major league at bat.
Yeah, it's so important to get contact here. The Phillies didn't do a very good job of these situations in the first game. We're fortunate to be able to stay in the game because of the pitching and then get some big base hits late. But this is a situation where you really want to drive in a run.
Ground ball back towards shortstop. Adames looks Crawford back. 2 outs. Crawford over at third. That's the 7th triple, by the way, for the Phillies this year, which is 3rd most in Major League Baseball. Frank brings Garrett Stubbs up to the plate. Nice round of applause from the fans.
Don't be surprised by the little drag bunt from Stubby here with 2 outs. Every once in a while, he'll try to do this to get an RBI, and with the first baseman and the second baseman playing fairly deep, he might try it.
He tried it the other day in his first game in a Phil's uniform this year.
I actually like that play. It's a good play, and he has the ability to do some bunting.
Pulled down on the ground foul.
Not going to do it now with 2 strikes.
Take a lot of confidence if he did it now.
Yeah, you have to be like Brett Butler to be able to do that. Anybody remember him?
I think we all do. We're not that old.
Well,
maybe we are.
Some of us are pretty young.
Let me go around the booth and ask. Larry, you remember Brett Butler, right? Pete? Pete, yeah? We'll ask Joe later. Christine remembers Brett Butler. Dave Dittinger. Yeah, I think everybody remembers him.
Okay.
I don't see Owen. Owen would not remember him, I don't think.
No, I don't think Owen knows who that is. Another challenge here.
Here we go.
Pitch was called a ball. The catcher is challenging.
Boy, they're really confident today.
Well, they're done.
Oh.
Call is confirmed. San Francisco has 0 challenges remaining.
I think David
3-2.
I think David Rackley wanted to emphasize San Francisco has 0 challenges.
With emphasis.
I mean, I know it's 2-0, and there's a worry about losing this at bat. I don't know. From either team's standpoint in this game. 3 unassisted, no runs, a hit, a man left over at third. We'll go to the third. Time for our Rally House quote of the game. It came from Justin Crawford on his Game 1 walk-off. Oh, it's awesome, man. Just being able to see that with the guys coming out, man, that's something that's really special. Just hope we can build on that from there. Well, they have. They've jumped out to a 2-0 lead. He has a triple. And now Nolan Hoffman will take over. Hoffman has appeared in the big leagues already this year with the Phillies. At Lehigh Valley, 7 games, a 2.35 ERA. He was added today as the 27th man. Facing Elliot Ramos, who struck out. Against Tim Meza, who went 2 innings. 0-1.
Little side-winding slinger. Kind of tough on right-handers a little bit.
Oh, 2.
See him dropping down. see a whole lot of side armors these days, and I like the difference. Good pitch.
And a call, strike 3. Second time Ramos has gone down on strikes.
And he almost throws it exactly to the glove. I love the target that Garrett Stubbs gives,
Yeah.
and he holds it right there. And pretty good command on that pitch.
Chapman bounces it out to shortstop. 2 outs. The 27th man does not need to be a pitcher, although it is mostly, or most of the time, a pitcher. Just have to be on the 40-man roster, and you have to go back to the minor leagues right after the game.
My understanding is not, you do not use an option in that situation. I know there's only so many times you can be optioned during the course of the season. And my understanding of the rule is that in these situations when they're sent back, you are not charged with an option as a player, which makes some sense.
Oh, 1-1 to Arise, and he hits that one back toward the middle, and he
gracious.
knocked Hoffman right to his backside. And he's got a base hit.
That had to be awfully scary. He's lucky he's smiling right now.
That'll get your heart rate up.
Yeah, it sure will. Ooh. Wow. See a rise go. Ooh. Kind of scary. I do have to believe with that angle and the way he slings the baseball, it's got to be much easier to see as a lefty than a righty.
Well, the righty Casey Schmidt is at the plate. Yeah, you're right, Ruben. It does not count as an option. You should know that.
Well, just makes sense.
One ball, one strike.
Some darn good hustle from that left field ball girl. It's the kind of bounce we're looking for on the field, Tom.
Fights it off, and it's a base hit to right field. Arise not going to test Garcia.
Smart.
2 on, 2 outs. And now Devers coming up.
Yeah, dangerous at bat here for Hoffman. And Devers, even though Devers has really been struggling, this guy's had a lot of success in his career, and hopefully he stays cold right now.
They got a pretty good hack at that one.
Sure did.
Popped up outside of third and out of play. Devers had 6 home runs against the Phillies as a member of the Red Sox. He has 1 against the Phillies as a member of the Giants. 4 for 29 against the Phillies, though, as a member of the Giants. Oh, 0-2. They want it up. Got to get it up.
As I said, I think that's the hole that they feel that Devers has, that fastball up and away. Might have been a challengeable pitch
Yeah,
right
I guess
there.
because they only have the 1 left, maybe that's where Garrett was unsure. Shakes your confidence a little bit, Ruben, when you lose.
Yeah.
One.
It is a pretty big spot, though, in this situation. Tough not to get emotional when you're back there, either on the mound, at the plate, or behind the plate. When you think there's a strike, it's hard not to say, tap that lid.
1-2. 2-2. Adames waits on deck. Three and two. The runners will be off. That one was a little high. Runners go. Outside ball 4. That'll load them up.
Honestly, I think that was sort of one of those, you know what, let me just throw some pitches out of the zone, see if he chases one out, because I feel like I have a lot more confidence in getting Adames than I do in Devers, which does make some sense.
Yeah, it brings Caleb Cotham out to the mound. Phillies bullpen quiet right now, as you expect. Just make sure they're staying hydrated. Tanner Banks, Plum, drinking some H2O.
Got to stay hydrated.
Always important. You got Adames, who singled his first time up. That snapped an 0 for 27 for him. But you are righty on righty in this spot.
It is amazing how quickly this inning got hairy. I mean, he had to punch out his first at bat, gets a quick 6-3, and now he's in trouble.
And he's behind 1-0 to Adames. Fly ball center field. That's it pretty well, but it's playable for Crawford. He'll wait out there under it. Breeze takes it back a little bit. And the inning is over. No runs, 2 hits, 3 men left. Hoffman leads them loaded as we go to the bottom of the 3rd. So he's brought to you by your local Delaware Valley Honda dealers. Hurry to your local Del Val Honda dealer or visit DelValHondaDealers.com. And by the Pennsylvania Lottery, visit PALottery.com or download your app today. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. It benefits older Pennsylvanians. Trey's going to lead it off for the 9th time this series in 10 plate appearances. He's going to be the leadoff hitter. 9th time.
And 9-hole guys struggle a little bit then, huh?
Well, I guess you can look at it that way. Well, to all the 9-hole hitters that have batted in this series, I apologize.
Well,
I wasn't thinking of it that way.
I was.
Oh, fouled off 0-2.
Just, speaking truth here.
Yeah, you're right. Our giant home run replay, the first of 2 to start the bottom of the 1st inning.
It is amazing how he can backspin the ball to the right side of the field, and this ball just continued to carry. Great start for the Phillies. That's your giant home run replay of the evening.
Outside 1-2 to Turner. Line drive, foul. That home run by Turner the opposite way was the 12th opposite field home run the Phillies have hit this year. It's the most in Major League Baseball. They had 22 last year.
That's a good sign. I mean, that'll translate to really positive things as the year rolls on.
Bouncer to shortstop. Adames gobbles it. And now Kyle Schwarber coming up. StatCast presented by Audi gives us a look at the back-to-back home runs.
I mean, they're both impressive in their own ways, just because in Turner's case, it was an opposite field home run, but Schwarber's, I mean, he hits these mammoth blasts that are amazing to watch.
Kyle's home run, the distance was the 13th longest this year. He has the 3rd longest. Marsh has the 7th longest. At the time, Marsh was number 1, and then Schwarber passed him. There you go, a little note there. Schwarb's with 198 home runs in 658 games with the Phils. Trying to become one of the fastest to reach that number with one team. Mark McGwire, well, he was in a blink of an eye. Babe Ruth, Ryan Howard. That's what we mentioned before about Howard.
Mark McGwire just was insane.
And ball 4. There's no challenge left for the Giants. If they challenged it, they probably would have won it. But instead, it's a walk. Take a look.
It's probably the best pitch that Hauser's made today. That little sinker that comes back over the plate off a lefty and didn't get the call.
Harper fouls it off.
I really want to see the Phillies try to score in bunches of innings here. You know, it's one thing to hit those 2 home runs early.
Yep.
It's another thing entirely to add on. It's one thing that the Giants didn't do, and it came up to bite them in the first game. Hopefully the Phillies can capitalize on it and add on. Oof.
Smokage. Schwarber leads off first. 1 out here in the 3rd. And all of a sudden, after being 0-2, it's now 3-2.
Very interesting to see if Schwarber takes off here. We got a lead.
Kyle does not go. And ball 4, back-to-back walks. That one was high. Now Adolis Garcia. inside.
And I'm looking at the ratio of strikes to balls here from Hauser. 53 pitches, got 30 strikes and 23 balls. I mean, Phillies are creating some traffic. Time to drive some of these in.
A bouncer over to third. That could be two. There's one. Little high throw, but handled well. And it's a 5-4-3 double play. The inning is over. Phillies leave one. We've completed our first 3 innings of Game 2 of the day-night doubleheader, and the Phillies are up 2-zip. Fourth inning is brought to you by Toyota. Check out Toyota.com and visit your local tri-state Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go Phils. Phillies lead at 2-0. By the way, we mentioned this in Game 1. Trey Turner reached his 10 years of service today. Now, throughout Trey's career, he and his wife, Kristen, have been longtime supporters of the V Foundation, which has funded over $458 million in game-changing cancer research grants in North America. Both were introduced to the V Foundation when they went to NC State, where Jim Valvano led his team to a national championship. On Wednesday night, he hosted several families from the V Foundation. It was the first meet and greet of the year for Trey and Kristen. It'll continue to do this throughout the course of this year. He's done it for every year he's been with the Phillies, and even before that. And thank you to not only Trey but also Kristen for all that they've done to support cancer research over the years. I mean, nobody's done more for the V Foundation than Dick Vitale, who is battling cancer again. But it's nice to see what Trey has done, Trey and Kristen have done, lending their name to the research and raising funds for the research.
Yeah, great family for a great cause, and also, I mean, what a milestone, 10 years.
Yeah.
That's no joke. 10 years of Major League service.
7% of Major League players reach 10 years of service. Haas takes a strike 0-1. Over to third, behind the bag. Bohm from the outfield grass throws across his body and not in time. Reyes did a nice job of keeping that around the first base bag. He's just waiting. I think he's waiting to tag him. Nope, there was no intention. No intent to go to second.
I mean, it was a heck of an effort here by Bohm. Once that second hop was, he backed up on it. He felt like because Haas doesn't run all that well that maybe he had a shot to do that, but probably the best way to get him out was to grab it before that second hop. And once that second bounce, he was almost in left field.
It brings Drew Gilbert to the plate. He popped out to shortstop his first time. One ball, one strike. Logan Hoffman is in relief of Tim Meza. Meza went the first 2 innings. Phillies are using a bullpen game tonight, which I think we were all kind of surprised about, but Don Mattingly did explain it well, and part of it is because they don't have another off day for a little bit, and their intention is that, was that a foul tip? It sounded like there was a tick. Their intention is try to split up the left-handed starters, Luzardo and Sanchez. So Zach Wheeler will go tomorrow as we start the series in Miami. And then the Phillies might tinker a little bit after that, where Andrew Painter may slide in.
Yeah, the doubleheader created some funkiness as far as the rotation is concerned. Monday is the questionable
Correct.
date.
They would have needed a starter on Monday.
Right.
There's Andrew. I mean, it could be that he starts Saturday, and then Luzardo starts Sunday, and then Nola Monday, and then Sanchez kicks off the homestand next week. The next off day is the 11th of May. But Andrew was scheduled to start the day game today if we had played last night. Three and two with a runner at first. There he goes. Pitch is bounced over to third. Bohm can't handle it. Oh, how about that base running? Haas goes right to third base. First and third with one out. I think that'll be a tricky scoring decision.
Yeah, and he has to come get this because Gilbert can really run. And this is a situation, a high bounder. He comes to get it, and it takes a funky hop off the grass, and he can't corral it. But Haas did a heck of a job of base running, keeping his head up, noticing that it was the third baseman in who was making this play. Goes first to third. Just a beautiful job of running.
And it is a base hit. It's an infield hit. Because as Ruben said, Gilbert runs well. It's the term is do or die play.
Yep.
Now the Giants, who have left 6 so far, have runners at first and third with one out. Oh, that's a nice spin to it. Stubbs will give this a look. And it's back into the seats.
Ooh, ouch. That gentleman just took a serious spill. Hope he's okay. Not that person.
No, she's happy.
She's pleased.
Caleb going to the phone. They'll get somebody up.
Oh, really good 0-2 pitch there to get him off the plate. Now I got to believe that he'll either spin something away from him or throw a high fastball up and away. See if he can get Ramos to chase.
Jonathan Bolin starts to warm up in the bullpen.
Big John.
Big Bad John. Fly ball left field. Schwarber's under it. Tagging from third is Haas. The throw goes to second. And it's a sac fly. It's a 2-1 game.
Yeah, you got to give credit to Haas for that run. I mean, that's a really good heads-up base running play by the young man, and he helps cut this lead in two.
15th RBI for Ramos. Yeah, it brings Matt Chapman up. Two and one. Two and two. Boland's ready in the bullpen if they need him. Didn't bite. Well, that means the runner will be off Gilbert from first base. There he goes. Popped up. Right side. Reyes says he has it. And he does. And Hoffman is able to get through this third. He allowed, or fourth, they allowed 1 run in 2 innings of work. This wrap 4th inning is brought to you by Toyota. Check out Toyota.com and visit your local tri-state Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go Phils. Last night was PGA Championship night here at the ballpark. They kind of moved it till today. The Wanamaker Trophy was here yesterday. I don't think it made a return trip back, but it was out behind home plate yesterday. Folks were getting their photo with it. It was also on the concourse. PGA Championship is coming up at Aronimink.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. Hey, this is a hotbed for unbelievable golf courses, and Aronimink being one of them, of course. Take pride in the fact that it's being played here in Philly.
No doubt. 1 ball, 1 strike to Stott. Stott popped out his first time up.
Had a chance to play Aronimink?
I have not played Aronimink.
Ooh, I've played a few times.
Oh,
it's
yeah?
just...
Name dropper, course dropper.
It's just spectacular.
Nobody's been on a better run than Murph and Stocker, though, recently.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
I actually went last year to the Barkamp Family Healing Hearts Foundation.
Oh, really? Is that where it was?
And they're having it again this year.
Bouncer over to first. Gobbled up by Schmidt. Hauser's there to cover.
Give the Barcans some love.
Rightfully so.
Yeah.
True baseball fans need Wi-Fi that's so reliable it never gets caught. Xfinity Internet keeps you in the game at one price for 5 years and allows you to get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. Xfinity. Imagine that. Alec Bohm is grounded out to shortstop.
And Philly sort of let Hauser settle back in here, and this is a guy that they should be adding on. Just 3 hits, just 1 hit after the first 2 home runs, first 2 batters of the game. So it's time for him to kick it in.
That one's off Hauser. It's spinning away. He throws. Oh, in time. That was a heck of a play.
Amazing athletic play. I didn't think he had a chance at all once it started bounding away towards second base.
Give credit to Schmidt, too. It's our Hyundai defensive play of the game.
Yeah, he can't quite glove this right out of the chute. It hits off his body, and then he scoots to it, spins and fires. Nice job by Schmidt staying with it. Schmidt being a middle infielder, nice reaction, and that's your Hyundai defensive play of the game.
Got it by a good margin, too.
Yeah, he did.
Crawford, who is tripled tonight. Drops a curveball in for strike 1. Two hits, 2 walk-off hits in April. Crawford, Pat Burrell, Doug Glanville. Out to center field. And the inning is over. That's the fastest inning of the night for Hauser. Through just 8 pitches. We'll go to the 5th inning with the Phillies up 2-1 over the Giants. 2-1, top of the 5th inning, and Big Bad John Boland is out on the mound, getting ready to pick up for Logan Hoffman, who went 2 innings, 4 hits, 1 run. On the injured list with a calf injury, calf strain. Rise leads it off, and he takes the first pitch for strike 1. Reminder, the Giants have no challenges left. Home plate umpire can basically freewheel at this point. Out to left, Schwarber, Gold Glover that he is, makes the catch. One away. Time for a quick word from Echo.
It's time to go yard. Echo, power on and on.
I have to get one of those Echo saws, the battery-operated ones. Got some trees to take down, some branches to take down. Yeah. Not the saws like the one Ben used to cut his knee open.
Well, no, that was probably old school. I'm sure that was fully gassed.
Yes.
Maybe dieseled.
Yeah, no, this one, you just need one to trim some trees.
Ouch.
0-2.
That hit everything. I think it got Schmidt's back foot or leg. I think it hit Stubby. I mean, this is a lead pipe sinker off his hands and off his thigh. Ouch. Talk about getting in on somebody.
Throw it again.
It's not the best feeling. Oh, yeah, I'd fire it right back in there. Maybe even a little further.
Well, he goes outside. Fly ball center field. Crawford venturing back out toward the 409 side. It's over his head. It's off the base of the wall. Schwarber's there to back it up. Rounding second, going to third is Schmidt. And he'll get there sliding with a triple, his second hit of the day. Crawford got just a little too close to the fence on that.
And I think initially he didn't think the ball was hit that well, but this ball was hammered. And he backspun it. It's a slider that stays up in the zone just enough for Schmidt to get on it, and he crushes it. It's off the wall, and then you're probably right. He probably could have backed off the fence a little bit so that the ball wouldn't have caromed off. But he's still learning that outfield. I mean, this is still all new to him, and learning all the nooks and crannies over there by Monty's angle, etc. First triple of the season for Casey Schmidt.
Devers lifts it out toward left center field. Schwarber will get around it. Tagging from third is Schmidt. Schwarber will let it fly over toward the plate. He is safe at the plate. Man, he made that close. That's a great effort by Kyle. It's a sac fly.
And for somebody who does not play left field very much, he gets behind this ball very well, and he launches it. Little too much air for it, and Casey Schmidt just runs too well, but he threw a strike there to home. Pretty darn good throw for somebody who hasn't played a whole lot out there.
That's a great shot. A little Farnese action. We got time. We got a transmitter issue.
It may have popped out during that play at home plate, I would assume. Nice effort by Kyle.
Diego will bring out a new transmitter. Join us on Saturday, May 23rd, when the Phils host the Guardians for a night to honor those who serve on Salute to Service Night, presented by Toyota. An exclusive bucket hat is available to fans who purchase a special theme night ticket while supplies last. Secure tickets today at Phillies.com/theme nights. Adames fouls it back. Garrett has one challenge left. Probably would have won that one. Swing and a miss. He went fishing after that one, and the inning is over. A run, though, on one hit, and nobody left. Middle of the fifth, we're all tied up at 2. The Phillies were joined by the San Francisco Giants to host the Strikeout the Stigma night presented by Park Avenue Worldwide with a sold-out session focusing on mental health. Giants special guest Drew Robinson, a former Major League player and mental health advocate, Dr. Shauna Alexander, the team's director, mental health and wellness. Phillies president of baseball operations Dave Dombrowski was there. The Phillies club director of mental health, Dr. Dina Nobleza, was there as well. As Reyes loops that one into the glove of the third baseman Chapman. Those events are outstanding. It was the first Strikeout the Stigma event of the season. There will be many more, or a handful more, I should say. Garrett Stubbs coming up. Our live odds update brought to you by FanDuel. A 1-1. Oh, and 2. Swing and a miss. Just the second strikeout for Hauser. And now 2 outs. Oh, 2 outs here in the 5th inning. Good opportunity to pop open an ice cold Yingling.
Especially in the back end of a doubleheader.
That's right, back end of a day-night doubleheader. The ball popped out of the glove of the catcher. Back toward the middle, base hit for Trey, his second hit of the night. Well, you do have to have a short memory in this game, don't you? 2 hits after going hitless in game 1.
Yeah, it's part of being a professional. I mean, 162 games. Each game has its own, flavor to it. Drives a home run after a 3 strikeout game in the first game, 0 for 4. Home run, base hit. Here comes Tony Vitello to make a change.
Yeah, Baracki's warming up in the pen. He does not want Hauser to face Kyle Schwarber. It'll be our Nissan call to the pen. Pitching change for the Giants. We'll be back right after this. Newly upgraded New Era Phillies team store is your one-stop shop to gear up for game day. Enjoy new product drops and collaborations every week. And be sure to check out the enhanced customization zone. Plan your visit and check out store hours at Phillies.com/New Era. The pullovers that Ruben and I are wearing today are also in the New Era team store. New pitchers Ryan Baracki. These are from the Peter Millar collection.
Very comfy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very comfy. Actually really thin, but they're warm.
Thin but warm. Aren't we all thin but warm?
Not all of us.
No.
I wish.
So Baraki will face Schwarber, who has homered and walked inside.
There's a reason why this guy's facing this left-hander. Lefty's 111 with just a 3.11 OPS against him. Right-handers, on the other hand, he's given up a lot. Right-handers hitting 500 with 1.526 OPS against him.
Pitched the third of an inning against the Phillies in San Francisco and got the loss. Got a loss. Three balls, one strike. That was looped out toward left field. That's going to drop in for a hit. Turner's on his way to third. Schwarber's on his way to second. The throw by Ramos. He is safe at second. Safe and secure.
Well, the only way he gets to second base is by thinking second base right out of the box. And once he hits this ball down the left field line, Ramos is scooting to it. He's going to second all the way. See him getting out of the box, and Ramos got to it pretty quickly. He makes a heck of a throw. I didn't think it was going to be this close, but a really good slide here.
Oh.
A painful slide, but he slides that left hand in there just before he gets tagged in the face.
And that tilt, that little tilt helped him because Arise was kind of searching for him. It brings Harper up. He takes outside. They're going to challenge this one. Harper is.
Pitch was called a strike. The batter is challenging.
Pitch was called a strike. I just assumed it was a ball.
Call's overturned. Ball one.
Never assumed, Ruben.
Yep. You know the deal, Tom.
2-0.
Now, the thing about Baruch, he's got to face this third. If he does not get Harper out, he's got to face that right-hander in Garcia. What a block by Haas. Phillies almost went ahead 3-2 on this wild pitch, but it is as athletic a play as you can see. I can see JT making one of these plays, or even Stubby, because they're both so athletic behind there.
And he just walked him to load the bases up. Second walk for Harper.
And Bryce has done a really good job of staying in the strike zone, not getting out of the, not swinging out of the zone. And you see from some of the at-bats that he's had as of late, I mean, that's why his on-base percentage has skyrocketed from the beginning of the season.
Well, the Giants pitching coach is heading out to the mound because it's Adolis Garcia who is stepping to the plate.
Again, those numbers do not lie. Right-hander hitting 500 against him with 1.526 OPS, as I said earlier. Got to be on your toes if you're on the base paths as well, because he's been bouncing some stuff up there.
One ball, no strikes.
Yeah, that's the split. That's the one pitch that I think he has for an equalizer for a right-hander, but it doesn't have a lot of forward velocity. You could probably pick it up fairly early.
Phillies are 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position in this game. They were called until the 9th inning in game 1 of this day-night doubleheader. Well, he should get a good pitch here.
Yeah, he certainly has to lock in one pitch, one spot here and do some damage on it. Something he can drive.
Three and one. 3-2. Probably was a little low and in.
Yeah, kind of surprised that he didn't challenge that particular pitch. That would have cost them a run.
That one's lined out toward left field, a base hit. 2 runs will score. Adolis Garcia has driven in 2, and the Phillies have retaken the lead.
That sort of played right into the Phillies' hands. Nice job by Schwarber of keeping this inning alive, flipping that ball down the left field line, and good discipline by Bryce Harper, and the big base hit by Adolis Garcia. Worked a long count here. Finally got a pitch to hit. Drives it into left field for a couple of RBI, and the Phillies are back on top.
But he does celebrate, doesn't he? It's his 4th hit of this series.
Dig the emotion.
Stott takes a strike. Killian starts to warm up in the bullpen for the Giants. Bouncer softly to second base. And Arise throws out Stott. And the inning is over. But the Phillies strike again. They break a 2-2 tie on a 2-run base hit. We'll head to the 6th. Our Blue Cross Philly of the week is Bryce Harper. Bryce reached a career milestone with a 389-foot blast off Grant Holmes, solidifying himself as the 10th left-handed hitter in Major League history to achieve 800 extra base hits before turning 34. Bryce Harper's excellence is brought to you by Independence Blue Cross. So Bryce also had a big at-bat in the last half inning, working out a walk to help the Phillies build their lead back to 4-2. He's got the Buckeyes headband on tonight. Really.
Yeah, he does. And that was what he was talking about early in the season, before the season. That maybe he'd have the 130 or 140 walks. Well, he just passed the baton at putting together a good at-bat to allow Garcia to do the damage.
Well, the rain starts to fall here at Citizens Bank Park. The grounds crew has been waiting. The tarp cover was off the tarp a moment ago. It's an official ball game with the Phillies leading at 4-2. Now the crew chief is Chris Guccione. He's over at first base. Two and one. It's a cold rain.
Yeah, it's been sort of damp all day long.
Uh-oh. Pancho Cam, get it together, people. 3-1. Yeah, good recovery by him. Although I don't know. Maybe not.
He's got
it's
it.
not.
He's
No,
got
he
it.
doesn't.
No, she doesn't.
No, he doesn't either. There's ball 4. Where's the... Okay, at least he has some air.
Make sure they can breathe under there. She's really struggling.
She's struggling. Yeah, she's trying to go through. You got to start over.
That's enough.
She's
laughing at herself.
going to make it a scarf.
I think she sees herself on TV now.
Here's Haas, and he check swings that one and fouls it. 0-1. Pancho Cam is one of the more entertaining features of a baseball game.
It is.
Still trying.
Try and try again.
First you don't succeed. Try, and keep trying.
Well, at least she's got her phone.
Uh-huh. Oh, 0-2.
Kind of seems like a heavy rain right now.
The storm come from?
Ooh, it's coming in hot.
She's still trying.
I don't think she's. I think she's just decided. I'm going to make it a 10. Yeah.
Whoa. We got slippage.
Yeah, and this is sort of where it gets a little bit dangerous, and there's no. That rosin's probably so wet right now. There's nothing to grip. So actually, Boland is saying. Yeah, Chris Guccione finally said that's enough.
Yeah, so they're going to put the tarp on the field. 7:13 Eastern time. Uncle, we got you. So the Phillies grounds crew will get this tarp on the field. Everybody else will go for cover. And hopefully this is quick. Hopefully this is quick.
Ooh, it's getting windy in here. Batten down the hatches.
Yep. So folks will take cover on the concourse. And while we sit here and wait, hopefully it's not too long. We'll give you a chance to settle in back home. We will take a break. We'll have rain delay coverage. Whatever that turns out to be, we wish you all the greatest amount of luck. 4-2 lead thanks to a 2-run single by Adolis Garcia. That came in the bottom of the 5th inning. They scored 2 in the first on back-to-back home runs to start the bottom of the 1st inning by Trey Turner and Kyle Schwarber. The umpires are already back out on the field as we get closer to restarting this game. There's Adolis. 2-run base hit. A little bit of rain dripping into the Phillies dugout. Be nice if the Phillies finish off a sweep. It would be their first sweep of 2026. And after the horrific month of April that they've had, finishing it up with a victory here tonight and a sweep of the day-night doubleheader, that wouldn't be too shabby. Good job by the grounds crew getting the tarp on the field and not having as much damage to this infield dirt. Chris Guccione's over talking to Tony Vitello, just letting him know that we're getting ready to restart this game. And the Phillies are going to the bullpen right now, and they're bringing in the new pitcher. Our Toyota Camry turning point of the game is Adolis Garcia's 2-run single.
Yeah, nice piece of hitting here. He got jammed a little bit, but hit it enough to drive it into left field after a couple of really good bats from the left-hander. And that was your Toyota Camry turning point of the evening.
Trevor Richards is just been summoned from the minor leagues and was added to the roster tonight for game 2 of this day-night doubleheader, and he is going to be the new pitcher. He had been pitching well down in the minor leagues, veteran right-hander. In his major league career, he's won 24 games. He's lost 28, has an ERA of 4.53. He looked pretty good in spring training for the Phillies. You figured at some point he would come up and help the ball club. And that some point is tonight. Rand and Mike Spear sponsor our injury report. Rand and Mike Spear, the accident lawyers. Back is placed on the 15-day IL with left elbow inflammation. It's a shame for him.
Yeah, it is, because he'd been throwing the ball extremely well since he got recalled from Lehigh Valley, and hopefully Trevor Richards can help slow things down back there in the bullpen.
Yeah, Richard just saw his numbers in AAA. A 1.93 ERA, had some saves as well. All right, so Lee will go over to first base. He walked to start this 6th inning. And Eric Haas is at the plate. There's Lee. So we'll resume the top of the 6th inning. And the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes.
So if he punches out, I got to believe that, is it Boland that gets credit for the strikeout or no?
Hold on, I got a list right here. That ball's hit foul down the right field line, slicing out of play, and the wind is going to take it right into the seats.
Yeah, this is where you got to be really aware of your surroundings right now with this weather the way it is. The wind's blowing probably left to right, at least according to the flags. Now, that doesn't mean that's exactly how it's going to be working on the field.
the incoming pitcher does inherit the count. So it is Richards' count. Swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out. Richards just thinking, man, that's easy. I come in and throw just a couple pitches and get a strikeout.
A really good changeup. Good action on it. Almost dives out of the zone and swings over it for out number 1.
Yeah, Gilbert now the batter. Gilbert is 1 for 2. He reached on an infield hit his last time up. Outside, 1 ball and no strikes. One and one. You don't see the box at home. We don't see it at all, but you don't see it at home. But take us for our word, it was there. Yeah, the dirt. Nice job by Stubbs to keep it in front.
Obviously, Stubbs and Richards hooked up there in Lehigh Valley, know each other pretty well, knows what his arsenal is and how he needs to work and be effective.
Fouled away. 2-2. Every time a Phillies pitcher records a pitch speed of 95 or more, Comcast will make a contribution to Phillies charities.
See if he comes back with that changeup again.
Well, he does. And he laid off. It's 3-2. This is a bullpen game. Tim Mesa started, went 2. Logan Hoffman then went 2. Bolin was in the middle of going 2. He went an inning plus. Another one popped foul. Stubbs will give it a peek.
Yeah, you cannot take anything for granted now with the ball up in the air. You never know where it's going to be, whether it'll blow back onto the field or not.
Fifth full count for Phillies pitching. Well, he uses all of the pitch timer before a toss over to first chases the runner back. And then after ball 4 there. Gilbert, who played for Tony Vitello, the manager of the Giants, when he was in college. Fly ball left center field. On the run is Schwarber. He's not going to get it. He'll take it on a hop, and it'll put runners at second and third with 1 man down. First double of the year for Gilbert.
Talk about perfect placement. I mean, this ball was up in the air a long time. Wasn't hit extremely well, but it was up in the air a long time, and he just split the gap out there. And Crawford shading to right center field, and just a lot of space out there, and it dropped in.
Brings Ramos up, who is 0 for 2 with a sac fly. Hmm. 0-1. Four-seam fastball at 93, and he went a hacking.
Yep. Pretty aggressive first pitch. Saw him do it in his very first at bat, hitting a double, and that's how he goes about his at bats.
That one's back toward us.
Nice job of getting ahead for Richards. He can probably bounce a couple pitches out of the zone and maybe have him chase something up in the zone.
Oh, and a strike three called. I don't think he was expecting, I don't know what he was expecting, but it wasn't a fastball right down the middle.
That's exactly what he got. He was looking for that changeup or, as I said, something out of the zone, but he zips that fastball, splits the plate with it. We'll take it.
It's crazy. And now Chapman. Chapman takes a strike. It's 0-1.
Now, one of the things that you'll get out of a guy like Richards, he's been through it all, right? He's not going to scare. He's not going to scare.
That one gets away from Stubbs. Not far enough, though. Oh, man, he put a divot in the grass.
The grounds crew be a little upset with that. They'll replace it. You can replace your divots here.
Keep an eye on it. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. One ball and one strike. Popped up and out of play.
It just seems like with his delivery, sort of overhand or high, what would you call high three-quarter, that the ball seems to get on these guys and it sort of surprises them a little bit. Because it's not like he's throwing 97 or 98 miles an hour.
Had him out on his front foot on that, too. Three and two.
Went back to the changeup again, and the fish weren't biting, but pretty darn good pitch with 2 strikes.
Sixth full count for the Phillies bullpen, and ball 4 that'll load him up.
Another really good block from Garrett Stubbs, and now Richards got to face a pretty tough hitter here in Arias.
Yeah, the Giants loaded him up with 2 outs in the 3rd inning, didn't score. They've left 7 so far. Got Arias, who's 1 for 3. He'll swing early, and he does. It's 0-1.
Yeah, he gets a pitch he wants, he can handle. He's going to be hacking. There's no question about it. Even though he's one of those guys who's not necessarily afraid to get to 2 strikes, he's pretty aggressive early in the count, as you said.
Oh, 0-2. Again, does not strike out that often. Struck out looking at his first game in the first game today. Oh, 0-2.
Don't know that he'll attack Arias quite the same way as he did with Ramos, throwing a fastball right down the middle in this situation.
And that one's hooked into right field. That'll be in for a base hit. It's not hit hard. 2 runs will score. Chapman going to 3rd. He'll be held there. And Arias, he'll hold up at 1st. It's a 2-run single. Yeah, we're tied up at 4.
Yeah, Arias always very dangerous, super aggressive, but he knows how to put the barrel on the ball. He sort of reminds me of John Kruk. Whenever he swings the bat, he's got a chance to make contact. It's not a bad pitch, but catches enough of the plate for Arias to put his barrel on it and Flips it into right field for a big 2-out RBI single.
And Caleb caught them out to the mounds. There's nobody else up and warming in the pen. Yeah, that contact rate, we mentioned he doesn't strike out a lot. His contact rate is almost 89%. That's out of the zone contact rate, 89%. Reds are coming to town. They'll be here for 3 games beginning May 18th, 19th, and 20th. The 20th is a 1:05 first pitch. Beforehand, it's Citizens Weather Education Day presented by NBC 10 First Alert Weather. Visit Phillies.com to purchase your tickets today. All right, so now first and third with 2 outs in a tie game. Upstairs.
Wow.
Swung so hard he knocked himself to the ground.
Looked like he pulled a muscle right there. He swung so hard.
He has a couple hits today. You're right. It must be deceptive in some capacity, because that ball was right down the middle again.
It's four seam, straight as an arrow, but unless you've seen him before, it's probably something that that is creating some deception.
2-2. 3-2. That means Arise will be off and running.
Another excellent block by Garrett Stubbs.
I think that got Garrett's bare hand.
Probably still trying to get some feeling in that hand.
Arise will go. Popped up. Around home plate. Stubbs. Whoa. He tracked it, made the catch. And the inning is over. But the Giants do tie it up here in the top of the 6th inning. They leave a couple. Thanks to Arise, it's a 4-4 game. Is call, drive, and save. And by Nissan. Every Nissan is designed for people who refuse to settle for less. Visit nissanusa.com or your local dealer. Well, the ground crew got the tarp on the field right away.
And a heck of a job by them.
Yeah, they did a great job.
Really super quick.
Caleb Killian is the new pitcher for the Giants as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Thirteenth game for Killian. He's been good. Look at his ERA. Alec Bohm the batter, and he takes strike one.
As you said, I mean, this is one of the better bullpens in baseball, and Killian's been part of that.
Oh, 0-2. Bohm is 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice. And he gets a strikeout of Bohm. Yeah, the struggles continue for Alec. Now 8 for his last 62. Join us for our next Phillies pregame package this coming Tuesday versus the A's. It's your chance to meet the pregame live crew, get great seats, and an exclusive hat. Tickets are limited, so grab yours now at Phillies.com/pregame package. Oh and 1. Back toward the middle, off the mound to Rise. Throws him out. 2 away. Speaking of the pregame package, Ben and Michael are here. They were in the office a moment ago. Today's Michael's birthday. Yeah. Happy birthday to Michael Barkan.
I did not know that. I should have known that.
Oh, yeah.
Happy birthday, Michael. Oh, hi.
Popped out into foul territory. Whoop. That was a quick 6th inning. 6 pitches. Phillies are retired. 1, 2, 3. We'll go to the 7th. Happy birthday to Sarah Hartline. She lives in Douglasville, has 3 children, 13 grandchildren, 31 great-grandchildren, 21 great-great-grandchildren. She was the head cook at Amity Elementary in the Daniel Boone School District.
21 great-grandchildren.
You got to remember a lot of birthdays.
Happy birthday, Sarah.
Yeah. All right, here we go, Ruben. Top of the 7th inning. Game 2 of a day-night doubleheader. Richards will face Rafael Devers. 0-1. Devers is 0 for 1. He has a sac fly and a walk.
Pretty good spot. Working down there. You can't get hurt too badly down there. Unless you're Luisa Rise somehow.
Right.
Put a barrel on a bullet.
1-2. And he got him. Devers strikes out. 7 strikeouts for Phillies pitching.
Looks just a 4-seamer right down Broadway, and Devers works underneath it.
And Adames hits one towards short, gloved by Turner in time. Love quick outs. There are 2 outs here in the 7th. Time for our Stump the Fans trivia quiz answer, brought to you by FanDuel Casino. Get your thrill on. In Game 1, Justin Crawford became the second MLB rookie since 1920 to record 2 walk-off hits in the month of April. Who is the other? I don't know. Is it Rowland?
It's got to be Scott Rowland.
No, it doesn't have to be Scott Rowland. Andre Dawson in 1977.
The Hawk. He was fun to watch, man.
I hope Justin Crawford has
that kind of
career.
You think?
0-2 to Lee. Very cool, though. I mean, for Crawford, gives you a real clean idea of how important it is to just put the bat on the ball
and to play his game.
Yeah. That'll find the seats.
Pretty happy guy right there.
He should be happy.
I think he handed it off to a youngster as well, making other folks happy.
Brad Keller warming up in the bullpen. Out to right field, right at Garcia. At a 1-2-3 seventh inning, it is time to stretch here at Citizens Bank Park at a 4-4 ball game. For Delaware Valley Audi dealers sponsor our drive of the game as we go to the bottom of the seventh inning. Garrett Stubbs will lead it off. Garrett is 0 for 2. He's grounded out and he is struck out since JT went on the injured list, and JT is closer to returning, which is a great sign. Phillies catchers are 4 for 24 in his absence. Shows bunt, takes high, 1-0. Well, he really slowed up that curveball.
Yeah, he certainly changes speeds well. It's kind of crazy. In 2025 last year with the Cubs, he only pitched in 11 games with a 7.47 ERA in AAA. And now he's doing this and pitching effectively in the big leagues. Amazing game, isn't it?
Yeah, baseball, particularly for relief pitchers.
Yeah, but from one year to the next, I mean, they can find something that works for them and all of a sudden have it click.
Marchand going over some things with Zach Wheeler. 2-2. 3-2. Trey Turner is waiting on deck. He's already got 2 hits today in this game 2. Opposite way. Ramos was playing shallow, so he has to sprint back. And he makes the catch. 1 out. Turner coming up. Now a quick word from FanDuel Casino.
FanDuel Casino has 5 Huff and Puff games that'll blow you away. With houses of stick and brick bringing bigger, badder jackpots. Your home for thrills is the home of Huff and Puff. New players get 500 bonus spins plus up to $1,000 back in casino bonus.
1 out for Trey Turner. We hit the top of the order.
Ooh.
Up and in. 1-0. Fans very protective.
Mess with our own here in Philly.
That's right. One ball and 2 strikes. Got him. Second strikeout. This guy's got some good stuff.
Yeah, that fastball up to 98 miles an hour. He's averaging right around 97, but he's got a good hook. Pretty good slider that he showed earlier in this count to to Trey Turner and just blows him away with a fastball up in the zone.
Schwarber has 2 extra base hits tonight, a double and a homer. Lays off the first one.
He can get into those modes where he's hitting the long ball, gets a pitch to hit.
Average is up over 200. He's at 190 at the start of today. Hit on the ground, base hit it to right field. Oh, he is just a triple short of the cycle right now. And Harper is walked twice and struck out.
A couple of really good at bats. His last one in particular was an excellent bat, laying off some pitches and just passing the baton to Garcia for the, who ended up getting a base hit to put him ahead at the time.
Seventh inning or later, solid numbers for Bryce. It's now 2-1. Yeah, let's send it into the second deck.
I hear him.
Spins that one towards short. Taken on a hop by Adames. Throws to first in time. Phillies will take a look at that. In real time, it looked like Bryce had beaten it, but Bryce doesn't think so. He's walking back to the dugout. So no runs, 1 hit, and 1 man left, and that's a heck of a play from Willy Adames. And that'll wrap up this 7th inning. This ball was snuckling, then spinning, and then finally the out recorded. Phillies baseball is brought to you by your Philadelphia area Chevy dealers. Visit Chevrolet.com. And by Rally House, your city, your house, Rally House, Philadelphia. We can move on to the top of the 8th inning. Will Brennan will lead things off at a 4-4 game. Phillies will head to Miami after this ball game. 4 games, odd start times, night game, afternoon game, day game, night game. Trevor Richards, 2 innings so far.
We're like on a seismic thing.
It's a seismic thing.
Seismic graph or something.
And Brennan fouls one off the mask of Stubbs, who knocks him right to the ground. Brennan's 0 for 7 this year.
Doesn't have a ton of at-bats. I mean, this is full contact. Matt, ball on mask. Ooh, right. Would have been right off his forehead. Goodness.
Joe Roush is out. Raffy could feel it from the dugout. Don Mattingly out there as well.
Anybody who's a catcher, I mean, you could feel it, right? You've had those
right
a few times.
Forehead.
Took one off the knee one time in A-ball while I was catching. I couldn't walk for 4 innings.
Well, that's because you forgot to bring the shin guards out.
No, I had shin guards on.
Oh and 1. 0 and 2. Finale of this series. Phillies have already won the series, which is a step forward. Popped up. Who's going to get it? Bohm glanced down at Stubbs, and then realized it was his. They had 1 out. Bookmark this date. The Fanatic About Reading Day, presented by Xfinity, is back. Kids 14 and under will take home a Fanatic children's book on Sunday, May 24th, when the Phils close out the series versus the Guardians. Secure your seats today at Phillies.com. Drew Gilbert, the hitter. Keaton Wynn is in the bullpen for the Giants. Keller continues to throw in the Phillies bullpen. He may come in for Ramos. Opposite way, base hit. And he got great speed on the base paths now for the Giants.
The third hit of the day for Gilbert. It's had a heck of a day.
All right, Don Mattingly's at the bottom of the stairs in the dugout and takes 1 step up. And here he comes. So a pitching change for the Phillies. They'll go get Keller to face the right-hander Elliot Ramos. We'll be back to Citizens Bank Park in a 4-4 game right after this. Fans will receive a retro Phillies cap presented by SEI on Thursday, May 7th, when the Phillies host the Athletics. Secure your seats today at Phillies.com/tickets. That's next Thursday, by the way. In case you were wondering. Brad Keller, his 13th game, 1-0, 3.86 ERA. And here's Ramos, who's 0 for 3. Great speed at first. Gilbert does not go. Pitch high in there for a strike. Yeah. I don't have any challenges left.
No, you don't.
But as everybody saw, that was above the box. 0-2.
Do you think Ramos could have his pants any higher above his knee? Those shorts he's wearing?
They do look like shorts.
Just noticing. That's a new old look that I've locked in on.
Check swing. No swing.
Wow, tons of bite on that breaking pitch.
1-2.
It's a very interesting look.
Probably feels a little free with him like that.
I would guess.
As long as they're not tight, then it doesn't cut the circulation off on the hammies.
Now that coach there, he has him right just below the knee.
Yeah, so does Ramos. Reyes,
And
excuse me.
that's Felix. Just to show off the calves, is that the deal? Or just to feel freer?
Could be. I think freer. Upstairs, 2-2.
Yeah, Schwartz is up there too.
That's to show off his calves. That's to show off his calves.
I got to start paying attention to these new fashions.
Derek Bell would not be happy about those. Remember how baggy his pants were?
With the baggiest pants. They actually ended up having he and Manny Ramirez, they had a mandate to make them a little tighter or something, right? Because I think that like a hit by a pitch was like an issue.
Might have been. Swing and a miss. Well, he certainly didn't feel free on that. He has struck out 4 times in this game too. Well, there are 2 outs here in the 8th inning.
I talked about this slider. It's just filthy. I mean, it has great depth to it. Almost goes down for the 4th time.
Chapman now 0 for 2 with a couple walks. Hardy 0-1.
Gotta say, I'm a little surprised. Gilbert isn't even looking to remotely steal a base.
Well, no team has stolen fewer bases than the Giants, only 8.
I think maybe on this 0-2 situation, they might try to push the envelope a little bit.
Yeah, I would have already gone if I had his speed.
Yeah, it's not something this team does.
Short lead, too. I mean, it's
Super
only
short.
Less than a 3-step lead.
I mean, for a team that doesn't really drive the ball out of the ballpark all that often, you would think that they'd try to create some action on the base paths. Good wire cam doing its thing. I mean, that's not a very aggressive lead.
Outside again, evens it up 2-2.
Pretty good swing on that slider that time. He might try to run one of those sinkers down and in on his hands here this time. Maybe break a bat. That is a second disengagement, right?
Yes.
Or is that a timeout?
It's going to be a timeout because the receiver / transmitter is kaput again. Nope. Michael and Ben are standing by. The Phillies post-game live presented by Cure Auto Insurance. After the game, they'll talk about this day-night doubleheader.
I think Chris Guccione's trying to figure out the whether or not this was a disengagement, and I think he's letting everybody know what's going on here.
That it's just one?
He's putting up the one number, but I'm not sure if that's what he means. He's letting the manager know.
Well, the Giants are saying it should be 2. That's Jace Tingler, who's the bench coach, who's out there. Tony Vitello just was staying in the dugout. 2-2. And a strike 3 calls. Right down the middle again. And the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left. 27 inherited runners the last 3 seasons for Keller. Just 5 have scored. It includes taking on the Marlins for 4 games. 7 o'clock on Monday, 4 o'clock on Saturday. That's an icky game time. 1:30 on Sunday, and then 6:30 on Monday before they come home to take on the Athletics. Keaton Wynn will be the new pitcher for the Giants as we take over the bottom of the 8th inning, and Garcia takes high. Bailey takes over behind the plate for San Francisco. One and one. Sinker at 97. 2-run single for Garcia's last time up as Alvarado starts to stretch in the bullpen.
nasty split just off of the plate. A lot of these guys have splits in this staff.
Two and two.
Chances are you're going to get one. He throws it 61% of the time. And he does throw a four-seamer at 97, 98 sometimes.
And there's ball four, and Garcia with a flip of the bat will head to first.
Nice at bat from Garcia. Getting that leadoff man on late in this game. Got to believe that Bryson Stott's going to be bunting this guy over.
Yeah, he looked up at Anthony Contreras, the Phillies' third base coach.
He is to bunt it soft to the right side.
Nope, not squaring. Take strike one. Now he bunts back toward the mound. They do get the out at first. Sacrifice successful. Excellent job by Bryson Stott. 1-3 on the putout.
Yeah, when in doubt, I mean, obviously you want to try to bunt it to the right side, and it makes it a little easier to move the runner. But if you're in doubt, if you bunt it to the pitcher, let that guy handle the ball. Typically, the pitchers in this situation are not super at making that play and being super athletic to make that play. So nice job by Stott.
Well, here's Alec Bohm, who's 0 for 3. Up high, 1-0. Alec is long overdue.
This guy looks like he works the outside part of the plate a lot on the right-handers, so it could play into Alec's hands a little bit.
Bouncer back towards second, and a rise, waits for it. Yeah, there are 2 outs. Over third goes Garcia. And now Justin Crawford is walking to the plate. Can he be a hero again?
Again, in this situation, not the worst guy in the world to have at the plate, because he can do it in so many different ways. Bunt, base hit, push the ball to the left side, to the right of Adames like he did in the first game.
Chapman is in on the grass at third. 0-1. Well, Jay Smooth was certainly smooth in game 1. See the alignment. It's basically the same as game 1. Oh, and 2. Well, he took a good rip at it. Bailey keeps it in front.
Yeah, nice job by Bailey, and that's where Adolis Garcia's got to be ready, especially with that split. Wasn't a conventional block. He did it with his glove. Pretty good job by keeping it in front.
Jen got the right angle on that one, Ruben.
She's all over it.
Yeah. She's not like other umpires. She actually stands off to the left.
As she should.
with
get
a runner
clear
at
view.
third.
Yeah.
2-2.
I have to say that I'm a little surprised how deep that Chapman is playing against. Now I know there's 2 strikes, but if he squibs one off the end or gets jammed and hits one softly, Chapman's got to move a long way. Got great range. He's a great defender, but he's back there quite a bit.
Opposite way again. Ramos venturing back toward the track, and he makes the catch. Yeah, the inning is over. The Phillies are retired here in the 8th. We're going to the 9th inning, tied up at 4. Baseball is brought to you by Toyota. Toyota has 25 vehicles with available all-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive. That's more than any other brand. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places. By Xfinity. Get reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years and same-day Wi-Fi. Xfinity, imagine that. By Citizens, official bank of the Phils. And by Independence Blue Cross. Learn more at IBX.com. Well, here we go. A long baseball day, and Arise will lead off the top of the 9th inning. The Phillies and the Giants tied up at 4. Rise drove in 2 his last time up. That tied this game up. He has 2 hits today, and he slaps it foul off the facing of the sweet level, and it's quickly 0-2. His average up to .310. Lifetime batting average .317. Only he and Jose Altuve are active leaders with a batting average over .300.
I mean, he is in the swing mode, and as you talked about, I mean, this guy puts the ball on almost every pitch, even pitches well out of the zone.
8 for 15 against Keller in his career.
I mean, if I'm Keller, I'd maybe bounce a couple, see if he can chase.
Swing and a miss. Strikes him out. It's the 2nd time today he has struck out. 3 strikeouts in a row for Keller.
This looked like that split or a changeup, but it just ran off the plate. Filthy.
That's his 6th strikeout of the year. Only his 6th strikeout. Ooh, Schmidt's hit by that pitch. So base runner for the Giants. And Devers coming up. And here comes Don Mattingly, and he's going to go with Alvarado, who's been warming up for the bullpen. So it looks like the Phillies will make another pitching change. In a 4-4 game, we'll be back. Let's all play ball. Don't miss Play Ball Weekend coming up on June 5th through the 7th. Encouraging youth everywhere to get out and play. You can visit playball.org to register for a free event near you today. Well, this is an interesting matchup here. You've got Jose Alvarado, who's in his 14th game. He's a lefty, throws hard. Normally is very good against left-handers. Not this year, though. Lefties are 10 for 19 against him. Prior to this year, they were hitting just 195. And he's facing a left-hander in Rafael Devers, who, yes, he struggled. There's no doubt. But lifetime Devers against Alvarado is 6 for 14. So let's see. In a 4-4 game, and it's 0-1. That's great to work ahead, particularly with Alvarado's stuff, potential for stuff.
Yeah, and to throw that fastball up and in on him, maybe that opens up that little slider away. Oh, that ball would have hit him, I think.
Well, it would have broken every bone in his hand.
I think that pitch might have, had he taken it, might have hit him in his right shoulder. I mean, look how far in this pitch is.
Yeah, that's in. And now it's 0-2 with a runner at first. There he goes. Pitch is grounded through the hole on the right side. And Schmidt will go to third. Adolis Garcia is just going to run it in. Now the Giants have first and third with one out.
Alvey doesn't really hold runners all that well, and they were running on the pitch, being really aggressive here with Schmidt, and he just caught way too much of the plate on this 0-2 pitch. And with Bryson Stott playing up the middle a little bit, the ball kind of just rolls through.
Well, the Phillies are going to play the infield in with the go-ahead run at third.
Yeah, well, they definitely have to cut off this run somehow, and if the ball's hit really hard, they might consider trying to turn it.
One ball, no strikes.
A 100-mile-an-hour sinker. I mean, he's just rearing back and firing.
Check swing, he went. And now it's 1-2.
After throwing 100, now he gets a little cutter. He's got to start early. Again, nice block by Garrett Stubbs, keeping it a tie game.
Infield creeps in a little bit more. And now time is called by Adames. Got him.
Wow. That looked like Alvarado of old right there with that 100-mile-an-hour fastball and then two nasty sinkers. Excuse me, cutters. And in a perfect spot. Get Adames to swing over him.
So now 2 outs, and it brings Lee up. One for 11 in the series. And he hits this one back toward the middle, a base hit. And the go-ahead run will score. It's an RBI single, and it's 5-4 San Francisco.
Yeah, uncanny the struggles he's having against left-handers, but he throws this fastball right down the middle. Lee looking for fastball, gets fastball, and promptly punches it up the middle for an RBI. Another 2-out RBI for the San Francisco Giants. Take the lead.
Yeah, they're now lefties are now 12 for 21 against him.
Crazy number.
It is. Here's Bailey up for the first time. Outside. Bailey in game 1 had a base hit in 4 at-bats, hitting 149. One and two.
Just go ahead and challenge him on the outside part of the plate. Just looks like Bailey's bailing out, trying to get out in front of that fastball. Just work him away with something hard.
Stubbs made sure he blocked that one again.
He's so athletic back there. He really moves well.
2-2. Happy little girl.
I just feel like they're throwing it into his barrel because he's like pulling off the ball. Just feels like if he throws a hard fastball away the way he's taking a couple of swings of the hard fastball away, that he's just not going to get to it.
Ninth full count of the day. Runners go. The pitch is high. Ball 4. That'll load him up. And it brings Gilbert up with the bases loaded. Caleb Cotham is going to come out. Michael and Ben are standing by for Phillies post-game live, presented by Cure Auto Insurance. Phillies have already won the series. They're trying to get greedy and sweep out the Giants. But they've got work to do. They're down by 1. They were down by 1 in game 1 of this day-night doubleheader and won that one. Gilbert has 3 hits tonight. A couple singles, a double, runs scored. Bases are loaded. Broke his bat. Got to hurry anyway. And Stott does. The inning is over. The Giants leave them loaded. They've left 13 tonight, but they have the lead as we go to the bottom of the ninth. This Wirecam View is brought to you by Comcast Business. Phillies are down by 1. Sound familiar? Well, it's basically the same scenario as game 1 of this day-night doubleheader. Brandon Marsh is going to pinch hit for Felix Reyes. A 5-4 game. Keaton Wynn pitched a scoreless 8th inning. Phillies pinch hitters are 3 for 18 so far this year. And a first pitch outside. No ABS challenges left for the Giants. 1 for the Phils. Brandon for the season hitting .296. Line drive out toward left center field. That'll be in for a base hit. It's going to go to the wall. Marsh is on his way to second. It's bobbled in left center field. And he puts the brakes on, thankfully. He thought about it.
He thought better of it. I'm just glad that Adames didn't turn around and think about throwing behind him, but this is a really good job of hitting, and Brandon Marsh has had a really nice season so far. He's thinking 2 all the way, but when the ball is sort of bobbled out there in left center field, he's thinking, well, maybe I should give it a shot for third base, but no reason to do that. Already in scoring position here.
Well, Stubbs is up. Let's see if he bunts to move him over to third. He does not, and it's way outside. 1-0.
Now, the one thing that Brandon Marsh has to be aware of, because Schmidt is playing shallow at first base, if a hard hit ball is thrown there, there have been first basemen who will throw to third. Now he's backed off, so we don't have to worry about it now.
Yeah, he just backed up. Now he's walking back in.
I have seen some of the better first basemen, particularly a guy like Keith Hernandez. I know it's been a long time. A guy like Don Mattingly, he would do it. Guy hits a ball hard, he might think about throwing to third.
2-0. Can he pull out a second one?
And the one thing I know that Garrett's does is thinking is you got to get out front of a fastball and pull this ball somehow, some way to move this runner.
Inside 3-0.
How did it miss him? Oh, because it sunk back closer to the plate.
A little overhead look.
Now, for those of you who think, well, why don't you just stay in there and take it for the team? A little easier said than done when you got a 99-mile-an-hour fastball coming at you.
(3-0). At ball 4, Stubbs works out a walk. Justin messaged the pitching coach for the Giants heading out to the mound. They've got Gage warming up, but he's there for the two lefties. I think it's amazing that Wynn looked so good in his last half inning, and now so erratic in this half inning. Turner's had a good night. Homered, singled, scored 2 runs. He's grounded out. He is struck out.
The last time this guy has bunted is in 2018. If you think that Donnie might put a bunt on in this situation, I don't think it's going to happen.
0-1. No challenges left for the Giants. That was right on the outside part of the plate. He just missed his spot. Out in front, 1-2.
Yeah, I got to believe this guy's going to live and die by his split. He can win 60 to 65% splits, and that's his out pitch.
Broke his back, ground ball to third. Chapman to second for 1, over to first in time. It's a 5-4-3 around the horn double play. Marsh goes to third.
That's exactly what the Phillies didn't want here. The split, swings over it. Perfect feed from Chapman, and a sort of a tailor-made double play, especially even with a guy like Turner who runs real well.
They're going to leave him out there, not bring Gage in. That split is the neutralizer of some sorts. And Schwarber takes low and in.
But assume that if he gets too far behind in this count, he might just give him.
He might.
And I don't know why you'd be throwing at this guy right now. He's swinging a hot bat.
He's a triple shy of the cycle. Two and 0.
For Brandon Marsh, you've got to be ready for a split in the dirt that gets kicked away here.
Swinging a dribbler foul. It's 2 and 2. He just got a piece of it. The tying run's at third. That's the winning run at the plate. Schwarber's ready. Wynn is ready. But now time is called. So they weren't as ready as they looked. Two and 2. Swing and a line drive foul just out in front of it.
Still astonished that they're even throwing him pitches to hit.
Particularly up in the zone like that.
You must have a lot of belief in this guy's split to be able to let Wynn try to get this guy out.
Way inside, 3 and 2. What you talked about with Marsh, he's getting an excellent secondary leadoff third if the ball does go loose. Harper waits on deck. I'm assuming he faced Gage. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Phillies down 1 here in the 9th inning. And a line drive toward right field. That's going to be in for a base hit, and they'll tie it up. Schwarber's on his way to second, and he is there standing. RBI double.
I think Tony Vitello just did the Phillies a favor, and I'm loving it every minute of it. Because when Kyle Schwarber's hot, you can throw him a can of paint and it'll hit it. 7 straight splits. And eventually the major leaguers are going to stay on it and pound it. What an at-bat and a great job by Kyle Schwarber.
Well, they're going to walk Harper intentionally. And Dylan Moore is going to come and pitch run for Kyle Schwarber at second. And Garcia, who has a 2-run single already today, with a winning run, potential winning run at second. He's up. And a first pitch is in there. It's 0-1.
That's his first fastball in 8 pitches. He had a really good swing at that one.
He did, and now it's 0-2.
Can't imagine he'll see another fastball. 2 sinkers in a row. And again, he's going to live and die by that split.
The 1-1 in the air, left field. It's deep. Ramos going back out toward the track. The wind's going to bring it back, and he makes the catch. He thought it was gone off the bat. Ramos did. And then finally he went tracking it down. And we are going to extra innings. A long day of baseball will continue. It's a 5-5 game. Adolis Garcia, and I think a lot of people here at the ballpark thought that he had just won the ball game on this fly ball that was well hit. Ramos has sort of slowed up, thinking that's going to be out of the yard. The wind is really whipping in from left center field. And you see the reaction from Marsh and everybody else in the Phillies dugout.
Yeah, over 100 miles an hour on the exit velocity. And when the ball went up into the air, I thought for sure. Then I looked at the flags, and they're going left to right. But definitely brought it back.
All right, so the Phillies made some changes too defensively. Dylan Moore is in at first base. Marsh is in at left field. Sugar is in for the second time today. He pitched in game 1. Gilbert will be the extra runner at second base, the placed runner at second. And Ramos will be the batter here in the 10th inning. And Sugar delivers a strike, 0-1. Sugar in game 1 retired the only batter he faced. Look out.
Look out.
Smokage.
Yeah, it's coming in hot.
There's Dylan. Oh, 2. Upstairs, 1-2. Brandon Marsh in left field. That one's hit the other way, off the glove of Stott and into center field. And Gilbert, oh, he stopped. What the heck happened there? They should have scored.
I guess the third base coach thought that he didn't want to make that first out at home plate. He was a little bit worried about his helmet for some reason.
Well, his helmet does fly off often.
Who cares?
Yeah. Well, that's a break for the Phillies.
Sure is.
They'll play the infield in now for Chapman. Lays off. Well, see if he throws the same pitch that he threw him in game 1. That's spinner to strike him out. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Chapman. And a fastball low. And it's 2-2. Swing and a miss. He got him.
Wow, huge strikeout.
Yeah, that's a big one because now the double play is in order with a rise coming up to end the inning. It was in order previously, but it would have just been 2 outs and a run would have scored.
I mean, he just went right after him with the fastball, and seemed like Chapman was looking for something softer. Tough hitter here in Arise in this situation because he's going to be aggressive, and Anywhere around the plate, he's going to be hacking.
And he shoots it the other way.
Oh, what a
Caught by
play.
a diving Bohm. 2 outs.
I'll tell you what was amazing about that. They either just moved him right to that spot just before that pitch. If you look, he scoots over there into the hole right there and makes the play. It's amazing. I don't know who told him to move over there, but whoever it was is pure genius.
That'd be Bobby, right?
That'd be Bobby Dickerson. They're all smiles.
Well, now Casey Schmidt, the batter. The infield is back. 1 ball, no strikes. Well, the Phillies got a break on the base hit by Ramos when Gilbert didn't score, and now he's still at third. 2-0.
Oh, nice job by Garrett Stubbs, and this is where he's making his money, man. I mean, he has done a heck of a job back there behind the plate.
Right on the line. No challenges left, or 1 challenge left for San Francisco. They get 1 back because of extra innings.
And the Phillies should have 2 of them, but they don't get that.
2-2.
Still don't understand that rule, but it is what it is.
Well, it's in its infancy.
Doesn't make any sense. You get penalized for being smarter.
2-2. The Phonetics off somewhere, so he's taking over for him. And the pitch, swing and a fly ball, right center field. Garcia is over into the alley, waits, makes the catch. Wow. And the 10th inning was a Houdini act. The Giants leave 2, and now the Phillies will leave to try to win it. No TV, no problem. Stream all of our games, including pre and post game live. Never miss a moment this season with the NBC Sports app. We go to the bottom of the 10th inning. The Giants will bring in the lefty Gage. Matt Gage with a 1.50 ERA. He's going to be on to face Bryson Stott. Adolis Garcia is going to run at second base. He's the winning run. Giants did not score in their half of the 10th inning. They had a whopper of a chance to do so, but didn't take that chance. And now Bryson Stott trying to give the Phils a second walk-off today. They walked off game 1. If they walk off game 2, it'll be the first time since 1998 the Phillies have walked off 2 in one day. Chapman will field this one and throw out Stott. Over to third is Garcia. So 1 out. Sacrifice goes 5-4.
Gotta believe it's been a long time since somebody had 2 sacrifice bunts in one game.
Right.
Beautifully done here. And Chapman was thinking about letting it go foul, but he thought, you know what? If that stays fair, we're in trouble. Nice job by Bryson Stott moving the runner. Now it's up to Alec Bohm to be a hero here.
Alec Bohm 0 for 4 in tonight's ball game. The winning run is at third. Gage is ready. And a pitch way upstairs. Back in 1998, the Phillies won game 1 on a walk-off 2-run home run by Scott Rowland. In the 12th inning, in game 2, Ruben had a game-tying home run in the 12th inning. The 1-0 hit in the air, center field, should be deep enough. Gilbert going back, he's settling under it. Garcia will tag, and here comes the winning run. And the Phillies have walked it off twice in one day. 1 was good, 2 is great, and they have swept out the Giants. 6-5 the final score here in the 10th inning.
Just a great job across the board. Sometimes you win a little ugly, but this was a beautiful game of baseball that they won today because they got a couple of bunts down. They did some situational things well. They capitalized on some mistakes by the Giants, who made a bunch of them, but great job by Stott and Bohm to help them win this ball game, and that's pretty huge for this young man. It's been a bit of a struggle for him.
A walk-off sacrifice fly for Alec Bohm. He is our Chevrolet player of the game. And how about Sugar? Got the win in both ends of this day-night doubleheader. He's the first Philly to do it since Terry Adams in 2002.
Wow. Holy moly.
Holy moly is right. Justin Crawford was the hero in game 1. And there are a handful of heroes here in game 2. Hats off to Bryson Stott, who had the 2 sacrifice bunts, but also had the triple in game 1. He had a fruitful day.
Yeah, nice job.
Phils.
Yeah, nice job by Stott. It's been a little struggle for him as well. Maybe this builds his confidence and Alec Bohm's confidence to come up with the big base hit or big sac fly to win this ball game. And nice to see everybody contributing in these games. And hey, doesn't matter how you get it done, just that you do, and it's a great job of sweeping out the Giants here at home.
Phillies' last sweep was in September of last year against the Mets. It was a 4-game sweep. Boy, this is good. This is nice to have winning both ends of this day-night doubleheader.
Yeah, and in both situations,